Sci Lab, and she is also doing programming in Sci Lab. As you know, in Sci Lab, Professor Kannan and his group at IIT Mumbai, they have developed so many models, and they have done a considerable work. So in that line, Madam Suman is in touch with them, and she is also working in this area. So I thought it will be the right platform to request her and present in front of you, so that she can handle certain work of soft computing in Sci Lab. So my request to her is that initially touch upon some fundamental on Sci Lab, then at least show one neural network programming. Basically, error-based propagation everybody does. So let the error-based propagation be explained using Sci Lab syntax. So this is what is the schedule for the second half today. So with this word, I request Madam Suman to initiate her the Sci Lab programming class.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, faculty members from various colleges. In this session, we are going to start Sci Lab, its introduction and programming. So what is Sci Lab? Sci Lab is very much similar to the MATLAB. Sci stands for the scientific and Lab is laboratory. The difference from the MATLAB is that it is an open source scientific software package, and it is developed firstly by the European companies INRIA and ENPC. So it is very much similar to MATLAB, though not so much powerful and not so many functions, but it is capable of replacing the MATLAB today. So Sci Lab is able to handle the vectors, matrices, do the basic operations on matrices. Also having toolboxes like neural networks, image processing, etc. So the basic main advantage of Sci Lab is that the source code is open to everybody. So one can view the source code, modify it according to the use and requirement of its own project. So one does not have to wait for the finances to buy the software. One can install it by surfing on the homepage of the Sci Lab, that is scilab.org. So by opening on this page, go to the download section in the Sci Lab homepage and find the right version of the software according to the operating system. So it is according to the Windows 32 bits or Windows 64 bits, and also it is comfortable with the Linux version. So the source code is also available on the same link. So similar to the MATLAB Simulink, SciCos is also there, where the blocks can be formed, make a hardware module.
TIT Bhivani, mute your mic. Hello.
Hello sir, TIT Bhivani.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, we are not able to see the presentation. We are not getting the video.
मैम एक बार रीबूट करके देख लीजिए सिस्टम को.
Okay sir.
So the common operators which are used similar to MATLAB is positive for addition, negative subtraction, star for the multiplication, slash for division, and this is power and transpose. And the common functions, sine, cos, tan, all these functions are available in the Sci Lab. So side by side we will do the programming. This is the Sci Lab console, as you can see on the screen. This is the Sci Lab console. This is CLC command. This is clear console. So we are entering the vectors. Let's A is equal to, we write row vector 1 to 3, and B is equal to 3, 4, 5. So the common operations which we can do is A plus B, and if we don't put these semicolons, then the result will be displayed. This is known to, I think, everybody, as the same process takes place in the MATLAB also. When A, this is multiplication. Yes.
From dropping here, we are unable to see what programming you are doing. Kindly
Okay.
focus on Zoom on the programming window.
Very same program preview.
Is it visible now?
Now it is visible. Thanks a lot.
Okay. So we have entered the two row matrices A, this is B, then simple operations first, Z is equal to A plus B, and this CLC command is to clear the console.
There is a magnifier. If you can use that magnifier simultaneously, then it is possible. There is a magnifier here. Go to start. Then just write in search. Mag. Search. Just give search. Leave me. I'll go. It is. What is the window version? And then XP पे होना चाहिए.
Windows 7 में है वो.
नहीं. XP में नहीं है. Are you sure? And इसको bold करके दिखा. You have a PowerPoint of this one. Whatever you are doing, there is a PowerPoint of this one. No PowerPoint.
Visible.
Please now say, is it visible now?
Sir, PPT.
Graphics are.
So PPT.
No, sir.
Sir, अब
Now.
Now it is visible.
Okay. So now it is visible. Because this is a programming syntax lettering now, so as you know, in programming the font size is very small. But the main program, the error bag and those things, he has created a PowerPoint of that. So she will show the PowerPoint and we will follow the programming so that you can understand. But the basic program, I just told basic is known to everybody, so just run it. So now she is managing. Let's have.
So I am just doing the basic operations which I think everybody is familiar with. Like some common functions we can do. This is sine of 0.5.
सर वो प्रेजेंटेशन मोड उन्होंने क्लिक कर दिया.
So let's do sine of 0.5. So it is displayed like this. Moving further, so when we type maximum of 2, 3 and absolute of -5, the answer will come out to be 5 in the Sci Lab. So the main difference
Translation band is there.
from the MATLAB is that in MATLAB we write special characters or special constants like pi, complex numbers as it is. But in Scilab we have to write percentage prior to it. Means pi, we have to write pi, then this is percentage pi and percentage I. Then we can use percentage I as a complex number and I we can use further as any other variable. Similarly, percentage t is for the true and percentage f is for the false in the Boolean constants. The command line. In MATLAB, we are using percentage for the command line, but here we are using the double slashes for the command lines as we do in the C programs. So we can open an editor window or a Sci nodes window from here. An untitled window will open up. So here if we write A is equal to any random matrix of 2 by 2, 2 rows and 2 columns, and B is equal to ones of 2 by 2, 2 rows and 2 columns, and we are doing just adding them, then this is A plus B. So in case we want to make it a comment line, or we just want to write a comment here, then we have to put on double slash here and write randomly generated matrix. And in case we want to make a block of lines to be on comments, then we have to just select those lines and put Control D. So in prior to these lines, double slashes comes and these comes as becomes the comment line. So this is a very good tool for the debugging purpose. So as shown, the command line is given by the double slashes. Similarly, if we want to write our command in the same line, then we put semicolons and then further add or continue in the next line. Yes. Similarly, we can enter the strings. So string by writing A is equal to welcome, B is equal to 2, C is equal to Sci Lab, and then using the plus operator. Here it will be used as a concatenation operator, which will then give the answer is welcome to Sci Lab. This is entering matrices. M is equal to a matrix has been entered as M is equal to 8, 1, 6, 3, 5, 7 and 4, 9, 2. So M is equal to 813. This has been entered as this is calculating sums. This M matrix has been entered and we want to calculate the sum of the columns. Then writing this syntax sum brackets M comma within quotes C. C means we have to calculate the sum of the matrix M of all sum of the columns of the matrix M. So the answer will come out to be 15, 15, 15. As we can see, the M is given by 8, 1, 6, 3, 5, 7 and 4, 9, 2. This is 3 by 3 matrix. And the sum of the column is coming out to be 15. Similarly, to find the sum of the rows, write in syntax sum within brackets M comma within quotes R. R is for rows. And then to find the sum of the diagonal, it is easily done when we are summing from the top left corner to the right down. Then it comes to be diagonal m. So it comes to be 8, 5 and 2. Subscript. So if you want to find the sum of the diagonal, which is opposite to the earlier one, then what we have to write? We have to write like this in Sci Lab. First row, third column, because we know the diagonal on the second diagonal, first row, third column plus m, second row, second column, m of third row, first column. The answer is coming out to be 50. But the other way was that we flip the matrix. Means we just flip the elements of the matrix, but that command is not available in the Sci Lab. So what we can do, we can write mtlb underscore fliplr. So this is flipping the matrix elements. So this is the provision provided in the Sci Lab that yes, this function is not available in the Sci Lab, but we can use this function which is there in the MATLAB by writing this command MATLAB. For MATLAB, this is mtlb underscore this flip the elements of the matrix. Then it comes out to be this matrix. Now the M matrix becomes 6, 1, 8, 7, 5, 3 and this. Now we can find the sum. Write the syntax sum diagonal, this command mtlb and flipping of the matrix like this. So we can also do, so though the functions, some functions are not available in the Sci Lab, so they can be used in the Sci Lab by writing this syntax mtlb underscore whatever the function we want to use. Now creating functions. As we know, we create functions which are iteratively used by the main program. So those lines of commands which are very much in use in the main program, we put them in the under the function name. In MATLAB, what we have to do, we have to write a function in another or in a different file other than the main program, and we have to write the function name. This similar should be similar to the function with the name with which it has to be saved. Means the function name should be equal to the function name which has to be given in the function file itself. But that is not case in the Sci Lab. In the Sci Lab, we can add in the main program, functions can be added, because let us say we are having functions of 2 lines or 3 lines. These very short functions can be added in the main program, and that I will explain later on. And these functions can be saved by using the extension .sci. Generally, the Sci Lab files are saved by the extension .sce. So the functions are normally saved using .sci. And before in Sci Lab, what we have to do, we write a function file. Then before calling it in the main program, we have to execute it individually. And that is the command exec function file name, and that will be within the quotes. So first we have to execute the function file, only then it will be called in the main program. To begin with the writing a function type, as we know, we have to write the syntax function, the output variables what we want in the function. This is out1 variable, out2 variable, so any number of out variables, equal to name of the function which we want to give, is equal to input variable 1 comma input variable 2. So these input variables will be used by this function, which will be provided from the main program to this function. And this function, this is the body of the function, calculating or doing some performance or functions calculations will be there. So this body of the function will result in, the results will be given by the out1 and out2. And At the end of the function, it will be syntax will be there and function. So in MATLAB, this and function is not there. In Sci Lab, it will be function will be and with an and function only. So this is an example of a function. This is a function A is equal to area C within brackets R. This is a function to calculate the area of a circle. This A is the output provided by this function, and R is the input given to this function in the form of radius. So A is given by, as we know, this is pi r square. In Sci Lab, we have to write percentage pi, as these special characters have to be written, and prior to these we have to prefix percentage. So percentage pi into r, this is the power of 2, r square, and this is the and function, and the area C if of 2, if we are calling this, we can call this function like this. Area C of 2 means 2 is given or passed to this function as radius. So area 2 is equal to, and this answer is calculated as 12.566371. Now inline functions, as I have already told you, that in the main program we can write these functions by using the command def. This function is not there in the MATLAB. So MATLAB does not have the facility of providing the functions within the main program. We have to write the function on a different file. And also, when we want to save a file, this is the name of the function. In MATLAB, we have to write the same name, this area C, with which we have to be save this function. But in Sci Lab, this name is given as area C. We can save this file by another name also. This is the difference with the Sci Lab. So inline functions, these can be added by using the def command, def, within brackets, colon started. This is A. This is nothing but the first line or the narration of the function which we did it earlier. A is equal to area C. So now when we are writing this function program in the main program, we don't need to have to write this function also. Just write within the square brackets A. Yes, sir.
We are again from dropping and sorry to disturb you. I am able to see the video also.
It is
Sir, now it's visible.
Now it is visible, but we can't focus on your window only.
सर आप सर जहाँ पोजीशनिंग वाला बटन है सर, आप उससे बड़ी कर लीजिए हमारी स्क्रीन। सर सर जहाँ पे साउंड का होता है सर, उसके नीचे होता है सर।
कहाँ
ग्राफिक्स है।
क्या प्रॉब्लम है ग्राफिक्स सर?
सर वो हमारी स्क्रीन बड़ी नहीं,
बैंडविड्थ कम होगी ना।
188 होगा।
हमारा बैंडविड्थ डाउन हुआ है, सो बैंडविड्थ कम होगी तभी ये प्रॉब्लम आती है।
Yes, that's okay.
okay, fine.
बैक करो, बैक।
So let's just make a function. Coming to the Sci Lab nodes, clicking on the I'm just making the same function which I showed you in the PPTs. Write down function.
सर आर्या इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज माइक म्यूट कर लीजिए।
Write down function. This is A is equal to function name given as area C, and within bracket the input provided is R. Then A is equal to percentage pi into r square. This is AND function. Before this, in the function, we can also write CLC for the. So we have to first execute it. Either you can press F5 from your keyboard. So in the main program, we just write save it as now when the file is executed on the Sci Lab console, you will get this exec. This means this file has been executed. So when you call this, so you are providing 3 as the radius and calling this function area C, but you will get the answer as 28.274, as you can see. So inline functions, coming to the inline functions, using the DEFF command, writing the A means this is the first line of the function, excluding the function key which we have written in the function file. Then this is A is equal to, area is equal to, these all have been written in the double quotes, then semicolon. And then in the same program we are calling S is equal to area C 2. Then another same function, in the same program another function is there, DEFF. B is the output variable, is equal to VOL. Name given to the function is volume, which is calculating the volume of the circle, and the input will be taken as the radius in the double quote. Then volume is calculated as B is equal to 4 by 3 into percentage phi into R power 3. So B is equal to, this is the calling of the function. B is equal to volume 2, means we are calling this function having name VOL and we are providing 2 as the radius. So the volume of the circle so calculated will be saved in the variable V. Now using this value V, we are calculating, let us say the cost is equal to 5 into V. So this is displayed as D using the command DISP. DISP is display within brackets cost comma. So in Sci Lab we are using this MATLAB plus C syntaxes to display. As you can see, this is the cost, this is the variable in which the cost is saved, comma, in single quotes, cost is. So when we run this program, we will get cost is equal to, as it is typed on the screen, equal to the value of this variable. Let us do this program.
Sir, there is a question from AKS University, please.
Yes.
Ma'am, what is the basic use of this software?
This software is used for having the process in images, their manipulations, working on the images, matrices, engineering में आपका इसका you can use this, neural networks. So it will be useful when you download the toolbox.
Yes.
In fact, this is whatever way MATLAB is being used, the
Yes.
similar application you can do using Sci Lab. So
Okay.
this is only contrast is that it is an open source tool, so you have more freedom to customize this compared to your MATLAB. So if you have a better interface approach and you are looking forward to create your own programming skill, then this is a good platform. And another thing is that this is open source. So therefore, if you don't have the proprietary version of MATLAB, people are using pirated versions, and when they submit a paper, they have to cite an institute where they have used it, where the licensed version is available. Whereas that type of hurdle can be overcome with this open source, and sitting at home also they can do it. So that is the reason why open source Sci Lab is now made popular, and people are being made aware of these things. Please use it and customize it.
Thank you very much, sir.
I just first want to know that from all these centers, yes,
I'm from TIT Bhiwani.
yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
I want to ask that can we consider Skylab as a replacement for MATLAB?
Yes, sure. We can consider this because firstly, I am just introducing you to the Sci Lab. That its features and its functions are very much similar to MATLAB. What we do for the MATLAB, we have to buy the MATLAB. Today, we have to ask for the finances from our institute, from the management. Then we can buy. So in this advantage of Sci Lab is that it is open. It is openly available to all. The source code is openly available. The website I told you is scilab.org. You can go to that website, download it from that site only. And even if you want to modify the source code according to your requirement, you can do that. But this is not possible with the MATLAB. So if we want to make any project according to our specifications, we can modify, take the source code from that site and modify these codes. So this is the main advantage.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, the image is static here at AKS Center.